2015 Charger. I think this is a SE. It really doesn't matter for what we're doing. We're doing a rear glass, window glass on the driver's side here. I believe this shouldn't be too much of a challenge, so I'll let you know. One thing I'm wondering is whether or not this is going to have to be removed, which this is pretty simple to take out, but I think this might have to come out to get that glass in. That's the only thing that I'm kind of questioning here. Okay, so let's look here. We got a screw here. So look at your door. Screw here, and then here too. Now what do those screws go to? They go to this here. So I'm going to take this out too to give me more space to get this window in there. So what we're going to do here is pop this plastic off here, get a little pick or something small so you don't damage it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the only ones that I'm aware of that I need to take out. So we'll take those out, then the door is going to pop out. So I'm going to get back behind it and pop this out. So you can see it's already, you know, you could get it. It's just grommets in there, plastic grommets. So once I get those 2 screws out of this door, the panel will come off. Those other 2 screws are for that rubber guide or insulation. I'm not sure the proper term for it, but anyways, so 2 screws off the door, pop it out and lift up, get it off. And there's connectors back there. You can look at a door panel video to see in more detail. I'll try to get what I can here. Door panel off, but not disconnected. I got 2 connectors here that still are connected. One at the bottom for a light, and then this one here, I guess, is for the door switch, window switch. First thing you're gonna have to do is get this connector is in the way of getting to the cable for the door handle. So the connector itself, if you look here, right in the center, there's a spot you push, and I don't know how you can get to it without poking it with something. I use this. So this tool here, the tip of it's actually broken, but it is useful for that. So I was able to get in there and push down on that tab there and pull out, and it came out super easy. Once that was out, I just used my fingers to squeeze these 2 tabs here on either side and wiggle this back out, and then once you got enough slack, you pull this round piece out of the handle, and you'll see how it sits in there. And just be careful if you're not certain about putting it back together. Before you take it apart, take a couple pictures. But once you get it off, I'm sure you can get it back on if you made it this far. If you don't have a new window or you're not sure about what you're doing here, look at this window. All right, normally they have pieces at the bottom that are glued to it and they mount with the bolt. This one doesn't. It just has one single hole, so we have one mounting spot and it clips in. This should be relatively easy. So the only thing is the window is broke, so there might be glass in that clip that we need to kind of clear out, so it might be obstructing it. However, once we get this in there, all we gotta do is get it in that clip and then get it into the track, and it's done. So this should be relatively easy. I'll let you know at the end how long this took me in total. So as far as I can tell, I do have to remove this this extra pane. So I already got a bolt out here and a screw out from the top, and I can move it. So where I have it right now, I got the window, I moved it and sit it so that the window is in track. So the window's in track, but it's actually not on the actuator. So what I plan to do is roll the window up a little and then roll the actuator back up because it's rolled all the way down. Roll the track back up just enough so when I'm sliding this glass down, hopefully it gets into that spot and just clips in. If that's the case, then I can put everything back. So I also had to remove this piece. If you've watched any other videos, you'll see this. But anyways, that goes right here on the inside. And it's just 2 torque bits. I don't know what size these torque bits are. They're pretty small. So I'm using this little set here, and they're not marked. So They're all about this size. So there's a couple different sizes you need here, depending on what you're doing. So this was just a bolt. That was a screw on top to get this trim off here that I was talking about earlier, with the screw here and screw here. They're actually small torque screws. So just be careful, don't use a screwdriver on there like somebody else did, because the one was stripped out. Luckily, I was still able to use the Torx bit to get it loose. Okay, it worked. So what I did was pull the window up to about where it is. Actually, I pulled it all the way up tight first and held it there while I rolled this up to about right here. It's right here, right? I can feel it right here. Oops, sorry. Okay, so it's right here. So you got this hole here that is just, you know, when you get your panel off, you just pop this thing off. Anyways, so the clip part is right here. God, sorry, I'm sorry. So here it is. It's right here, and once I got it to about right here, I just wanted to see if maybe I could get it in, and it popped right in. So let's give it a quick check, because I don't want to mess with it too much, because I still got to put that track back in. I'll show you the full function as soon as I get it all together. Oops. All right, so you can see it's moving. I guess you might have heard it before, but I sorry I didn't get it. If I didn't get it. Anyways, let's get this thing back together. All right, all the way up and down here. Down, all the way up. It's kind of making some noise, like it was struggling a little bit, so I use this guy here to lubricate these tracks. I can spray right into this one here, and then I rolled this one up, sprayed into the corner so it'll get down into the track. I try to get my hand in there and spray the actuator and stuff. You can't really see, and if I had one of those red straws for this, I could kind of get a couple spots, but I sprayed the actuator a little bit. I mean, it's not going to hurt like if you get overspray on the inside. Sprayed that, and then sprayed this one here. Got into, rolled it down and sprayed right into the track and between the rubber, and it's rolling up and down nice and good now. This one had a window brake, so you got to vacuum out the glass. You got to get a shop vac and get in there with the tool to vacuum it out. I got this trim piece back. There's just two screws, like I said, the two Torx. So I got the window in, put this, secured this window here with the screw that's on top, and the bolt I showed you earlier was here, which is a 10mm. And then I put this trim back on. It just popped right into place, and I got to get those two torque bits in there still to secure it, and that's about it. We just got a few minutes and we're going to wrap this up. As you can see, it's all back together. Let's check our window here. For some reason it's not rolling down, so that's not good. There we go. I don't know what's going on with that switch. It was just working fine.